Hello guys, good morning. My name is Samuel Joel and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to activate your search widgets on your action bar so that it will appear like a search bar icon on your action bar in your activity. So the first step you need to do is you need to create a project. I've already created my project and I named it full screen application. After you must have created a project, your next step is that you're going to create an XML file, a menu file, okay. So you're going to create a menu folder. I've created mine already. So but to create a menu folder, you simply right click on your Rex folder and click on new. You now select Android resource directory and you change the resource type from values to menu, and you give it whatever name you want, but I named mine menu. And the moment you click OK, it automatically generates this menu folder, and it also generates a menu.xml file. You quickly open that menu.xml file and you're going to add this line of code. You add this line of code. This line of code is when it's like adding an item to it. And as you can see, we gave it an ID of search. We gave it an order in category 100. We gave it a title. We gave it show as action. You don't need to miss this out. You must make this item to show as an action view if room permits. Then you must have an icon. Of course, you can see my icon is searcher icon and app action view class. So just copy this line of code and add it in your own project. So when you must have done that, then the next thing you need to do is you need to create another resource folder, and you're going to call it XML. Android resource directory, you're going to call it XML, which I've created before now. So you just create yours, select the resource type and select XML and click OK. The moment you click OK, it automatically generates this XML resource folder. Then you open it. You open it and you create a new XML file. You create a new XML file and you're going to call it, you're going to name it searchable. You're going to name it searchable. Good. And you click OK. And that is it. I've already created my searchable folder. Then you open it and you copy this code, everything here, and paste it in your own searchable folder. You copy everything and paste it. Then you should be able to open your string folder under values. Here's my string folder, and you're going to add a text. I just added start search as the name, so that if you copy this searchable folder, this searchable content into your searchable file, you won't get an error. Because if you copy that without creating a string, you will always get an error. So you need to create a string so that when you come here to add your search hints, so when you add the search hints here, you won't get an error. When you add a search Android title search, you won't be able to get an error. So after you must have done these two things, you must have created your menu file and you've created your searchable file. The next thing you need to do is you need to go to your activity. I called my activity splash activity, and you're going to add this line of code. You're going to override the on create options menu method. The way you override is you need to override the on create options menu, or or you can just simply copy this code from here. Copy this whole line of code from here and add it just right after your on create method. Sorry, just copy this line of code here and add it just right after your on create method. You can see this line of code, copy it and add it right after your on create method. Look at what I mean by my on create method. This is my on create method. So right after it, I'm going to add that line of code. Right. So let me quickly explain what this line of code does. So you're overriding your on create options menu, and you're using this method. This method is what is used to inflate your menu. You can see your menu inflator is equal to get menu inflator, then inflator.inflate. We are going to reference this menu folder, arrow.menu.menu, which is the name of our menu, menu.xml. Then it has two parameters: the file you're going to reference and the menu that comes with the method. Then you introduce your search manager. Search manager is equal to search manager get system service context.search service. Then search view, you now use search. Of course, you must have created your search view here. You must have declared your search view outside the onCreate options menu method. So you're going to call your search view. Search view is equal to search view many.find item arrow.id search, which is the ID we have here. Search, that is the search we have here. So you're going to call it, okay, dot get action view. Then you're going to set add search view dot set searchable info, search manager dot get searchable info, just the same way I typed it. You're going to type it in your code, as you can see. Good. Then find view by id arrow.id search. Okay, this should come before any other thing. All right, then you're going to wrap it in a try catch in a null pointer exception. Then you're returning true. So whatever return you have here, remove it and just add true. Okay, so we are through. Let us see whether we've activated our search widget. So we're going to run it on my emulator and wait for it to run. Let's see whether we did the right thing. So it's building. We'll hang on a bit while the app builds up. For recap, this XML folder you created called searchable.xml, that is where you add all the configurations you want to add on your app, such as the hint. If you want to add a hint to your search, you can just add it here. So when we run the app, you're going to see this search states we added as a hint. So for further development, you want to add voice recognition and other features to your search, then this is where you're going to add it. This is where you're going to add all the configurations, and then that is it. Don't forget that on your menu you're going to add a title and you're going to add an icon. Of course, I have an icon in my drawable folder which I added, so you should be able to go to material design icon or check my previous video on how to locate search icons in your Android Studio. Most of us don't know that Android Studio comes with already inbuilt icons. So I have created a video before now on how to locate search icons. You can look it up on my list of videos, and you'll be glad you looked at it. So while we wait for this to build up, we'll just review what we've done and check whether we're on the right path. Yeah, we are. Okay, so we're gonna hang on a bit and wait for app to load up. Okay, then in your manifest folder, manifest file, you're going to add this Android on inside your activity that you want the search icon to appear. You're going to add Android Windows soft input mode state hidden. So this is very important. You don't miss out this code. Just add it. As you can see, this is my activity. I'm going to add it right inside my activity that I want my search icon to appear. I'll just add it so that it doesn't cause a problem when I want to run it. So we'll just wait for it to come up. It's still building. We'll give it a little time. I think it's rounding up. Okay. Look at our tests. Okay. Fine. Okay, it's taking a whole lot of time. but it should be able to come up anytime soon. So let's, okay, it has finished building and it was built successfully. It took about 3 minutes to build. So now the app is installing. It's installing on our Nox player. I'm actually using Nox player, my emulator. I'm using Nox player emulator to run my app. So you can use whatever you wish to use to run your app. I know mine on my emulator. So it's loading up. Let's give it some time. Okay, the battery is low. Okay, it finally launches. So let us see. Okay. Okay, it comes up. Okay, so you can see our search icon just appearing on our action bar, and when we click on it, you can see your search text, your search hints. So if you really enjoyed this video, like, leave a comment, and share, and invite your friends to watch. See you some other time. Have a great time. Thank you.